Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming today. I am Dave, currently working as a senior data scientist in Amazon.
Good morning, Dave.
Today we are going to discuss about the ethical consideration in data mining. Before we go into the topic, you have to know what is data mining. Can you explain what is data mining?
Data mining is the process of sorting through large datasets to identify patterns and relationships that can help solve business problems through data analysis. Data mining techniques and tools enable enterprises to predict future trends and make more informed business decisions.
Okay. The importance of data mining is data mining tools include powerful statistical, mathematical, and analytics capabilities, whose primary purpose is to sift through large sets of data to identify trends, patterns, and relationships to support informed decision-making and planning. Web mining refers to the whole of data mining and related techniques that are used to automatically discover and extract information from web documents and services. When used in a business context and apply some type of personal data, it helps companies to build detailed customer profiles and gain marketing intelligence. Web mining does, however, pose a threat to some important ethical values like privacy and individuality. Web mining makes it difficult for an individual to autonomously control the unveiling and dissemination of data about his or her private life. To study these threats, we distinguish between content and structure mining and usage mining. Web content and structure mining is a cause for concern when data published on the web in a certain context is mined and combined with other data for use in a totally different context. Web usage mining raises privacy concerns when web users are traced and their actions are analyzed without their knowledge. Furthermore, both types of web mining are often used to create customer files with a strong tendency of judging and treating people on the basis of group characteristics instead of on their own individual characteristics and merits, referred to as de-individualization. Although there are a variety of solutions to privacy problems, none of these solutions offer sufficient protection. Only a combined solution package consisting of solutions at an individual as well as a collective level can contribute to release some of the tension between the advantages and the disadvantages of web mining. The values of privacy and individuality should be respected and protected to make sure that people are judged and treated fairly. People should be aware of the seriousness of the dangers and continuously discuss these ethical issues. This should be a joint responsibility shared by web miners, both adopters and developers, web users, and governments.
Sir, how is data mining done?
Data mining relies on big data and advanced computing processes including machine learning and other forms of artificial intelligence. The goal is to find patterns that can lead to inferences or predictions from otherwise unstructured or large datasets.
Yeah, got it.
The important ethical issue with data mining is that, if someone is not aware that the information or knowledge is being collected or of how it will be used, he or she has no opportunity to consent or withhold consent for its collection and use. This invisible information gathering is common on the web. Knowledge discovered whilst mining the web could pose a threat to people when, for instance, personal data is misused, or is used for a purpose other than the one for which it is supplied, secondary use. This knowledge, however, can bring lots of advantages. Knowledge discovered through data mining is important for all sorts of applications involving planning and control. There are some specific benefits of web data mining like improving the intelligence of search engines. Web data mining can also be used for marketing intelligence by analyzing a web user's online behavior and turning this information into marketing knowledge. The remaining session can be taken after a short break. I introduce Mr. Carey for taking the remaining session. Hi all. I am Professor Carey from University of East London.
Good morning, sir.
I hope that Mr. Dave explained it well about data mining and shared you an overall picture about the ethical issues in data mining. Do you have any questions?
Sir, why is ethical consideration important?
There are several reasons why it is important to adhere to ethical norms in research. First, norms promote the aims of research, such as knowledge, truth, and avoidance of error. For example, prohibitions against fabricating, falsifying, or misrepresenting research data promote the truth and minimize error.
Okay.
In this section, we shall point out that web data mining, which involves the use of personal data of some kind, can lead to the disruption of some important normative values. One of the most obvious ethical objections lies in the possible violation of people's informational privacy. Protecting the privacy of users off the internet is an important issue. Our understanding of privacy, however, is conceptually fragile. The term privacy is used to refer to a wide range of social practices and domains. Today we will not discuss the philosophical and legal discussions on privacy. Here, we will restrict ourselves with an informal and common definition of informational privacy. Informational privacy mainly concerns the control of information about oneself. It refers to the ability of the individual to protect information about themselves. The privacy can be violated when information concerning an individual is obtained, used, or disseminated, especially if this occurs without their knowledge. Privacy issues due to web mining often fall within this category of informational privacy. Therefore, we will be focusing on this category. In the remainder of this article, the term privacy will be used as referring to informational privacy. When the judgment and treatment of people is based on patterns resulting from web data mining, however, the value individualism could also be violated. Let us first clarify the relationship between privacy and individualism. When information is discovered through web data mining, someone's privacy might be directly violated in the process. When the information is classified and clustered into profiles, and then used for decision-making, people could feel violated in their privacy. When the data is made anonymous before reproducing the profile, however, the discovered information no longer links to individual persons, and there is no direct sense of privacy violation because the profiles do not contain real, personal data. These group profiles can, however, be used as if they were personal data, which leads to the unfair judgment of people, referred to as de-individualization. See following section. Therefore, privacy can be seen as a stepping stone for other basic values. Or, as Vedder puts it, privacy is a servant of many master values. A solution would be to extend the definition of privacy by referring to categorical privacy, which would allow group characteristics that are applied as if they were individual characteristics to be seen as personal data. However, believes that such a solution would not be suitable as it might lead to the need for new privacy categories with the introduction of new technologies. There are some differences between privacy issues related to traditional information retrieval techniques and the ones resulting from data mining. The technical distinction between data mining and traditional information retrieval techniques does have consequences for the privacy problems evolving from the application of such techniques. Confer Tavani 1999a. While in traditional information retrieval techniques one has to talk to a database by specifically querying for information, data mining makes it possible to listen to a database. Confer Holsheimer 1999. A system of algorithm searches the database for relevant patterns by formulating thousands of hypotheses on its own. In this way, interesting patterns can be discovered in huge amounts of data. Tavani 1999a argues that it is this very nature of data mining techniques that conflicts with some of the current privacy guidelines as formulated by THEOIC.6. These guidelines correspond to the European within a public environment. Let us compare it to a shopping street. Web users are the people who move around in this shopping street. When entering a store, a person will still find himself to be in a public area because everybody can freely enter the store. The area, however, is confined to a single store instead of an entire shopping street. So, only people who are inside the store can see and watch this person. Let us imagine that there is nobody else in the store except for the people who work there. Those people are the only ones that can observe him/her. A website could be seen as such a store, with only one visitor and the employees inside. Once a web user enters a website, the people who manage and own the site are able to observe his or her steps. When there are video cameras in every corner of the store, a visitor loses his privacy. When the store only uses cameras to protect themselves against burglars, this is not considered to be a violation. Consider the possibility of the store using cameras to precisely record what products each customer looks at, and for how long. An owner of such a store could also decide to try and relate that information to some more personal details the owner has recorded, like the gender of the visitor, the clothes/she is wearing, the kind of haircut he/she has, or the color of his or her skin. Once a person is at a website, certain data are logged. This data, however, is not the personal kind that can be recorded with a video camera. Weblog data do not actually identify a person, but they do identify a web user, A user who has characteristics like an IP address, date and time of entering and leaving the site, path of followed hyperlinks, clickstream, type of browser used, and so on. So they do not know his name or what he looks like. But, the next time he visits the website, he will be recognized as a regular visitor through the use of cookies.
Okay. Got it.
I have finished my sessions. Do you have any doubts or questions?
Not yet, sir.
If no one have any doubts, then we can finish our session now. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Carl. We enjoyed your session. You too have a great day.
Hi Carl, thank you for spending your valuable time with our teammates. Sure, sir. It is beneficial to take these type of sessions to the employees. Alright Carl, see you again.